Okay? No more vote? O sige, let me choose na lang because no one's voting. So we'll start with mango na lang because that was the first thing that was voted. Okay, so let's start with sketching. Okay, so mango, shaped like similar to heart. Okay, so the way to do this, gagawa lang kayo ng mango. Yung shape ng mango using your pencil and draw as light as possible. Okay, as light as possible. What we're drawing today or painting today is an apple mango. So if you're familiar with apple mango, medyo ano siya, medyo tawag dito, hindi siya talaga green or yellow lang. Okay? So roughly a shape of mango. It doesn't have to be perfect because we will adjust the drawing later while we're painting. Okay? So medyo tapered siya dito sa part na to. And then, okay. Let me just round this up. Parang masyado siyang ano, okay? And I will lighten this with, okay. Parang pangit ang mango ko today. My pencil and my hand is not cooperating with me today, okay? Okay, there you go. So please show me your sketch when you're done. Okay, and then there you go. And then lalagyan lang natin siya ng stem nito and then leaves, okay? Or leaf pala, isang leaf lang. Huwag na nating damihan yung leaf para hindi tayo mahirapan. And we can proceed to painting another fruit. Okay, so we'll be painting 3 fruits today. Okay, so yan siya. Medyo heart shape siya. But if you want yours to be parang Indian mango, that's totally fine. But today I plan to draw an apple mango. Okay, there. And then I'm gonna use my kneadable eraser to lighten the sketch because I don't want because watercolor is a transparent paint, so you would want to lighten your sketch because otherwise it will show through your watercolor paint. Okay, so lighten it up by using your kneadable eraser and just follow how I'm doing it. There you go. So this is my apple, rather my mango. Okay, just correct that slightly and yes. Okay, and lighten it. All right, so our colors for today will be for mango, it's yellow, red, green. Yun lang. So 3 colors lang. As you know, I like using limited palette for my art, okay? So I don't like to use too many colors, especially since this is watercolor and using too many colors will muddy up your painting, okay? And then, the next thing to do is wet the paper, wet your drawing with using your brush and just water, okay? So the technique that we'll be using today is wet on wet, okay?
Wet on wet.
So wet on wet siya. Don't wet the leaf part yet. Wet the main mango for now. Okay? And then what I want you to do is to grab your yellow. It could be lemon yellow. So right now I'm using lemon yellow. So use the lightest yellow that you have. If you can avoid cadmium yellow, avoid it because it's too staining. So use kahit lemon yellow lang. Okay? Cool yellow. It's a cool yellow, by the way. Okay? So right now, I am getting as much paint as I can with my wet brush and then putting a lot of water because, again, we are painting the first wash lang muna. First layer. So first wash. Okay? And then with my brush, I'm just gonna color this like we would color a coloring book, okay? There. You can use any brush that you have right there. in your stash, so long as you can paint comfortably with it. Okay, so right now I'm using my size 6, but diba, usually I use bigger brush. Right now today I'm using just my size 6 brush. Okay, I won't be using any other brush, just the size 6 brush. Okay, so that is your first layer. Okay, so I hope you were able to follow. First layer pa lang tayo. When you're done, just give me a thumbs up. When you're done with your first layer. Okay? Oh, by the way, kids and mommies, thank you for joining today. I know it's Sunday and a lot of people are resting on a Sunday. And I'm glad that you joined today. Okay, so I can see a few of you giving me a thumbs up. How about the others? Okay, so I can see that Vaughn and Emma are done with their first layer. Okay, the next thing to do is you have your yellow here, right? Just unmute if you have questions, by the way. Grab a bit of your red. So what I have here is alizarin crimson red. And I'm mixing it with my yellow. Okay, so I want to achieve orange this time. So orange lang. So I'm using red and the same yellow. Okay, and I want an orange na color. Okay, you can use your orange, but the reason why I am mixing my own orange is because I want the colors to be harmonious. So you can paint your colors harmoniously if you're mixing your colors rather than getting them straight from the palette. And then I want you to paint this part with orange. Okay, this is here, by the way, strokes to ganito lang. Don't fiddle with your brush. Okay, like that. So that's your second layer lang. Okay. And then I want to deepen this by adding more red to my orange and then putting it here. Okay, so this is the third layer. So red and dito. Okay, so I'm using a 25% or rather 50% cotton paper ha. So so my painting might be a little different from the one that I originally painted last week. Okay, or initially painted last week. Okay. So this time, I'm just dropping the colors. I'm not doing any particular brush strokes, just dropping it like that. Okay, so yellow, orange, and then red in some sections. Just give me a thumbs up when you're done adding the red. Okay. I can see one. And nag-thumbs up na. Now, two of you. Okay. So while this is still wet, grab your green. Okay. Okay, sige. Okay, lahat kayo naka-thumbs up na. So this time, grab your green. So what I'm using today is sap green. It's my favorite green. But since this is too strong, I will add a bit of yellow para medyo yellow-green siya ng konti. So yellow-green ito, mukha lang siyang olive green here sa screen, but this is actually yellow-green. And I'm gonna put this just at the border of the mango here sa baba. Okay, because what I'm trying to achieve is the type of mango that's not fully ripe yet. Medyo maniba lang siya. Here, maniba lang sa Tagalog. Okay. Yeah, okay. So not fully ripe. Yan. Yan. And then I will add the stem. So I'm gonna use up my green here. And then watch how I do the leaves. Watch niyo muna how I do the leaves because there's a trick in painting the leaves with minimal stroke lang, okay? So it's like this lang naman. So you just flatten your brush like that. And then flatten it like that. So it's not working much with my small brush. Let me just grab my bigger brush and grab a bit of green again. I want to show this to you because there are simple ways to actually paint your leaf. And it's like this. Look muna kids on how I paint the leaf. Kasi pwede itong one stroke lang. You just point your brush like so. And then, yan, ganyan na, okay? So, ganyan lang. One stroke lang. Okay? So, medyo kulang sa water yung ano ko. Again, ulitin ko ganito siya and ganun lang. Okay? So, one stroke lang si brush I see leaf if you have a bigger brush. Otherwise, that would be two strokes. So, ipakita ko ulit yung leaf. I want you to learn this, guys, because you would be painting leaves in some of your projects. And pwedeng kapag maliit na brush, dalawa siya, ganyan lang. Ganyan. So, kung gusto mong vertical yung leaf mo, ganyan lang. Okay? So, depende how narrow the leaf is. Pwedeng 2 strokes, pwede ring 3 strokes lang. So, depende. Okay? So, ganun nyo i-draw yung leaf nyo para minimal strokes. Now, there are leaves na pwedeng may ano siya, parang meron siyang shape like this. Pwede rin ganyan. Pwede rin ganon. Yan. So, not so good. Wait lang Ayan. Ganyan. Pwedeng ganon. So, pag-aralan nyo yung leaf shapes. For mango, it's like this lang. One stroke lang using this is not so perfect, pero ganyan lang siya. And this one is like this. Bale, we will have a separate session on how to paint leaves and plants. Okay? Maybe we'll do that next month. But for now, mango lang muna yung leaf na gagawin natin. And as you can see, this is so light colored pa because we're gonna add details later. Okay? So let's go back to your mango. So as you can see, the color is still light. It's not the mango that we know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a deeper orange, okay? So, deeper orange siya. And this time, there's less water on my brush. Okay? So, don't add any more water. You're gonna mix your color here in your palette straight. Okay? So, you're getting more orange and rather red and yellow. And I haven't added water na. Okay? And what I will do, I will strengthen that part where I painted red with this orange. Okay? Kasi I find it too light. There. And I will add more yellow. So this is parang ginigrade mo yung color mo from dark to light. Because remember, the mango is shaped like that. The lightest color would be somewhere here sa middle. And then yung nasa gilid would be darker. Okay? So this time, I'm adding more yellow in my color. And here, I am mixing those colors right in the middle. Here. Okay? Again, minimal strokes lang. And I'm painting this with very light na tawag dito. Strokes. Yan. Hindi ko siya parang dinidiinan. So, be light pagdating sa paghawak ng brush. Ayan. Making sure that the middle would be the lightest in terms of orange. Okay? There. So again, I'm just mixing my color right there on the paper. Okay? Yan. Parang masyado siyang red. I swear, hindi siya red. Sa screen mukha siyang red ha. Pero orange dapat yan ha. Guys, if you find that you painted yung red ng masyado, what you can do, just like in my case, mukha siyang red sa screen, pwede ko siyang i-lighten using just a clean brush, and I'm gonna get some color out. Okay? There. Dito lang sa bandang center. Okay? There. I've lightened it a bit. And then, I'm gonna fix it with yellow. Okay? I'm gonna drop some yellow here. Yan. So, I'm teaching you how to fix then your painting in case you don't like the color. There. I'm just dropping the color. Okay? Here. Natuyo na yung aking painting. Ang pangit na ng itsura niya. There. I don't like my paper. Guys, I don't like the paper that I'm using today. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Let me just backtrack a bit. Kasi the paper I'm using is different from what I used the other week or last week. So let me just draw this again. Very quickly lang, I will draw my mango. Okay? So for the meantime, I hope okay yung drawings ninyo because mine isn't exactly what I can be proud of. Hindi ako natutuwa sa kanya. Okay? So let me just repeat that. And then, okay, I'm gonna drop in some yellow. Bibilisan ko lang guys ha. Uulitin ko lang yung process. So again, so if you want to follow along dito sa habol ko, go ahead. So I'm painting yellow. Okay? And now I'm dropping the orange that I mixed earlier. Here. There. Just to mark out those that I'm gonna paint deeper orange or reddish orange later. Okay? The paper I'm using mukhang expired na siya. It's not lifting the colors. Okay? And then I'm gonna add some red or reddish orange again here. There. Mabilis lang. Okay? There. And then I'm gonna add reddish color. Okay, let me just that. And then yellow. Here. There. I'm using now another paper which is potentate. Yan. And then the green part here. I'm using green here. Dito, yan. There you go. Pangit ng paper ko kanina, guys. Sorry about that. Hindi ako natuwa sa kanya. There. And then, let me just repeat yung demo ko about leaves. Okay, I hope you were able to follow despite the gulo. Gulo-gulo ng aking paper. So, nagko-cooperate. Ayan. Okay? Can you show me your artwork kung done na kayo? This is just second layer, by the way. Okay, very good. Victory, you did better than me. Very good, Von. I love your mango. Okay, and then who else is showing their work? Jovi, very good. Von and Emma, Floribel, yes, very good. I love it. Okay, congratulations, guys. One, very good as well.
Yung
Okay,
teacher.
Have you shown your work? Or I might have missed it.
Teacher po. Teacher.
Okay, sige.
Yan mo yung
Sige.
PM.
All right. So we'll leave this mango alone for a bit because it's still wet. I'm using a cellulose which will take some time to dry. And let's proceed to painting naman yung avocado muna. We will go back to mango later kasi basa pa siya. I cannot add colors pa on this one. And I'm using the same paper as kanina and I hope this time okay yung paper ko. And we will draw avocado. Okay, so for the avocado, hindi pa tayo tapos sa mango guys ah. Let's go back to your avocado, mango when okay na siya. Okay? When dry na siya. Okay, so for avocado, it's roughly the same shape din naman. Oval siya, but this time, hindi asymmetrical yung kanyang shape. Okay? Unlike sa mango. Although pareho silang medyo oval. So for avocado, it's like this lang naman. Ganyan lang naman yung shape niya. And then you would have something round. Okay? So medyo dito, may ganyan ka. Okay? So I'm just marking kung ano yung typical na avocado na nakikita natin sa market. Okay? Or kinakain natin. And then, round shape here. Okay? Okay? As little pencil marks as possible. So let me just get those pencil marks away using my, or remove those pencil marks using my, here. Ilalighten lang natin yung drawing ha, using my kneadable eraser. Okay? There. Okay? There you go. Roughly yung shape ng avocado. Okay? Let me know if you're done with your avocado shape. Okay? Or avocado drawing rather. Okay? So for this avocado, we'll be using just yellow, red, and brown. Okay? Sometimes may problema yung mga papers na nabibili ko sa Shopee. Hindi sila nakakatuwa. Let me just fix my drawing parang weird ng avocado ko eh. Okay, there. There. Okay. Okay, so nilighten ko lang yung drawing ha. Okay. There. So, please thumbs up kung tapos na kayo dun sa avocado drawing nyo so that we can start coloring na again. Okay? Okay, very good, Arlene. I can see your drawing. Very good. Good job. Okay, so who else? Okay, so Ethan is done with his avocado drawing. So is Juan. Sorry ha, tinatago kayo sa mga name nyo sa ano. I'm really bad with names, guys. I apologize. So, for avocado, you'll be using the same green that you used earlier for the mango. So, for me, it's tawag dito, sap green. If you have sap green, you should grab your sap green, but add a little bit of yellow because we want to paint the lightest part of avocado. Okay, the lightest green for avocado. So this is actually sap green plus lemon yellow lang, and then some water. Okay, and then I'm using my big brush na round, and I'm just sweeping around with it. Okay, and I'm painting. Oh, it's okay kung lalagpas siya dun sa round na bilog. Round na bilog dito sa buto, sa seed. Okay. So maybe sa screen niyo mukha siyang yellow, but it's actually yellow-green ha. I can see my screen and I'm not happy with the resolution of my of the Zoom. Okay, so let me just admit one guest na humapol. Okay. So once you've added the yellow-green, I want you to get more sap green. Okay, get more sap green. and add that to the mixing well. So this time you have deeper shade of green. Okay? So mas dominant yung green kaysa dun sa yellow. And I want you to paint around the borders. Okay? Like that. Okay? Paint around the borders. Ang bilis mag-dry ng paper na to. Ano ba yan? So I want, guys, gusto ko sana wet on wet, pero it's not working on this paper. I really apologize. The colors are not flowing as I would want it to flow. Medyo nakakasad lang. Okay? Ayan. So, pinaint ko na lang din siya. Not getting the effect that I want, but here. And then, straight from the pan, ilalagyan ko siya rito. Here, darker this time. Here, kasi ito yung mga darker, tawag dito, section ng avocado mo. Here, sa medyo edge. Yan. Yan. So, nakukuha ko na yung wet on wet technique. Wet on wet na effect. Here, you can see the colors flowing there. Yan yung gusto ko sanang i-achieve kanina pa. Just not happening in my first mango drawing. There. Okay? There. So, I want you to get that effect. I want you to have that effect on your avocado drawing. Okay? And then here pa, around the circle, again, you grab the same green. And I want you to draw that green, darker green around the buto or the seed of the avocado para to signify the shadow that's the seed is casting around the main meat of your avocado. So your drawing should look a bit like this. Okay? Here. There. Yeah, so yan lang muna yung gagawin natin because I want to revisit my mango if it's dry na. Medyo pasapa yung mango ko. It's not, doesn't look okay. So lalagyan pa natin siya ng layer. Okay. So if you're done with this part, let me know lang. Sadly, my paper is drying way too fast. To add some texture on your avocado because it's not really as flat as like that. Mag-a-add lang kayo ng green uli. Okay? So darker green, mag-a-add lang kayo around para lang to give it a bit of texture. Okay? Like that. Yan. Randomly around the meat area lang ng avocado. There. So, gusto ko ma-achieve niyo yung ganito na medyo parang meron siyang dimension. Okay? Yan. So, mag-a-add lang kayo ng green uli. And then, I'm gonna darken this part. Yan. So, gayahin nyo na lang ha. I'm darkening this part of the avocado, yung pinaka-apex niya. Yan. Yan. And then, again, I'm darkening the sides here. While my paper is still wet. There. Okay. So right now, the wettest part of your drawing should be the edge of the avocado and this apex of the avocado. There. Yan. If you've painted this to green, pwede nyo rin siyang i-lift yung colors like that. Kung gusto nyo na may mga light part, pwede nyo siyang i-lift using a brush, a clean brush. Okay? So para makita nyo pa rin yung shape na yan sa avocado ninyo. There. I hope you were able to follow. Let's just thumbs up if you're done with this part. Because what we'll be doing next is painting around yung parang pinaka balat ng avocado, the brown skin of the avocado, and the seed. Okay? And I want your avocado to look something like this, yung kanyang pinaka seed. Okay? Meron siyang ganitong effect, which is we can achieve by wet on wet technique. Okay? So thumbs up lang if you're done with this part. Okay, so Jovi is done. So is Loribel, Von, hindi pa yata done si Von, then Ethan is done. Okay. How about the others? Okay. So, for the skin of avocado, it can be brown. So brown is totally fine, but you can also make sure lang that your brush is not too wet. So you just grab brown. This time I'm using brown that's burnt sienna. So it's a little on the light brown side. I'm just gonna add a bit of red here, and then a little bit of blue. So I'll get a bit of blue kasi masyado siyang light brown. So I want something like this, parang reddish violet na brown. If you get what I mean. Okay, so are you raising your hand? Yes, we have a question. You can chat siguro. Teacher, yes. Lani Villar is asking. So what do you want to ask? You can unmute yourself. So here I'm just using red, some brown, and then a little bit of blue para din makuha ko yung kulay ng balat ng avocado. Okay, something like this. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and ask your question. I can't hear you though. Parang your mic is not working.
I don't have brown.
You don't have brown? You can mix your own brown actually. What you can do is mix your green and red. Okay, let me show you. So I have here my green, right? I'm gonna mix a bit of red in this until I achieve brown. There, now you have brown. Okay, so it's as easy as that. So in fact, I'm gonna use this na lang. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of blue because this is too light for me. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue here, there, and then a little bit of. So this is actually mixing, guys. You would need to mix your colors so that you achieve the color that you want. This is a personal preference, but if you have your own brown that you want to use for the skin of avocado, go ahead and do that. So here, and I'm just gonna color again yung side ng avocado here. Here sa edge lang. Okay, let me just do that here. Ayan. Kasi yan yung pinaka-skin ng avocado. Okay. My paper is not the one I'd want to use in the future project. Sometimes the paper pala, ito lang pala for the mommies. Sometimes the watercolor papers do have expiry, especially kung nabasa siya previously. So sometimes it doesn't work anymore. Nagiging patchy yung painting, as in the case of this paper that I have at the moment. Medyo may problema siya. But here, can you see na guys that I have painted the thin outer cover of my avocado, like that. Okay? And then because this is too sharp, it's not well blended. For lighting, do avocado and color it with light green and then dark green. Okay? And then since this is too sharp, as you can see, this is not what we want to achieve. We would want to color some green next to it. Okay, some green here para lang mag-blend sila. Okay, so when you're drawing, you wouldn't want, when you're painting sometimes or more often than not, mas okay na well-blended yung, especially with watercolor, mas okay na well-blended yung colors mo. The transition isn't so sharp. Transition meaning yung from one color to another. So there, I'm adding more darker green here. There. For Melanie, you can start with drawing your avocado and then just coloring it with first wash of green first. And then I will mamaya. Pakita mo lang kung nasan ka na yung progress mo. Okay? Para we can there. Okay? So medyo nagkakaroon na siya ng dimension, right? So yung pinaka-outer na brown, nami-mix ko na siya with the green. Okay? So again, I am just color mixing, taking advantage of the wetness of this brown here para magkaroon sila ng smoother transition or blending. Okay? There you go. This paper is better than the one I used earlier. Okay, there you go. Can you show your camera, Lani Villarreal, so that I can see your progress? If you were able to paint along, at least the avocado, kasi we've done the mango part na kasi, pero hindi pa siya tapos. Okay? And then, this part, guys, look at this, yung sa seed part. If you notice, wala pa siyang drawing. You can just use the same brown that you mixed earlier. So again, to mix brown, you just add red to your green. Like so. There, meron na akong brown. And then, so depende na lang sa pagka-brown, okay, yung gagawin ninyo. But here, drawing lang kayo, light lang muna. Okay? Like that. And making sure na hindi nyo natatamaan masyado yung green. Pero kung natamaan nyo, it's fine. Kung mag-flow yung color, we can still fix that later. Okay? There. Yan. Ganyan lang muna. Okay, so remember na nag-paint na tayo ng shadow around it. But later, we can still adjust. Okay? Oh, you did not paint anything yet. Okay. So, actually, you can just follow along. Mag-drawing ka muna ng avocado. You just draw your avocado and just color it green for now. And then, after na ma-draw mo yung light green, you can add darker green sa sides. And then, the next step is brown. Used by mixing red and green. Brown, dun naman sa pinakabalat ng avocado. Okay? It's okay. Pwede ka pa namang humabol. At least for avocado. Okay? So when you're done with this part, okay. Sige, let me know lang ha. Otherwise, this lesson naman is also recorded. So you can also follow along later. For now, pwedeng watch ka muna. Whatever you like. Kung ano yung mas preferred. But thanks for attending today. I really appreciate it. So, thumbs up kung done na kayo sa part na to, where you've drawn your avocado. As you can see, it already has dimension. Kasi slowly nag-add lang din ako ng medium green here. And then, pinaint ko na yung part ng seed. Pero very light pa lang because this is your first layer pa for this. Thumbs up lang if you're done. And then, show me your progress na lang if you're ready. Or when you're ready. Okay, I can see Puhawan is done. Sorry, tinatago kayo sa pangalan niyo sa Zoom. Okay, so Ethan, are you done? Hindi pa. It's okay. Si Von and Emma, are you done? Loribel, si Arlene, Si Jovi. Okay, so hindi pa done. Just show me kung done na. Like that. Gawin natin gallery para makita. Okay, so Jovi is done. Good job. Okay, you can see your it has taken shape na. Although yung seed mo dark na, so you don't need to add second layer for your seed. For Ethan, very good. Okay, so nadagdag niya na rin yung seed. Okay, how about Von and Emma? Were you able to follow the part na ano? Okay, yes. Good job. Okay, I can see your work. Good job, okay? So we'll fix our main goal later, ha? So for others na hindi pa light, for others na dark na yung seed, you don't need to add anything. Okay, good job. I can see your work. All right. So for the seed, as you can see, very light pa yung seed ko. So I'm gonna add more brown here. But I'm not gonna do that na parang sa lahat. No, I'm not gonna make this look like parang tawag dito. Yan, hindi lahat ng part na yan i-paint ko ng dark brown. So may sections actually na I will just leave it alone like that. Okay? So even the seed has its own highlight, ibig sabihin. So the color will be uneven. Okay, so that's the proper term, uneven. And then I'm gonna add more red to my brown because I want the color of my seed to be uneven. Okay, parang artistic, ano na lang din siya, artistic rendition ko na lang ng seed. Now, it's up to you if you want to follow or you want your seed to look evenly brown, for example. But for me, I'm gonna add different shades of brown and green. Okay? Like that. There. So, hindi siya even. Okay? Then, I'm gonna add more. But this time, I'm gonna add here, sa right side lang, some blue. Straight from the pan, naglagay ako ng blue. There. Okay. Now, why did I do this? Because I want this seed to have some dimension. Okay, hindi siya flat na flat here. Oh. Let me just bring that up here. So, may section na dark siya, and then may section na lightest siya here sa gitna. Okay? There. So, it's up to you kung gusto nyo rin gayahin yon. But for me, I want it to do this way. So, medyo may spill lang. I'm gonna fix this spill lang konti para then siya na rin yung pinaka-shadow ng seed. Okay? There you go. Then, I'm gonna grab some green then. I wanna darken this side konti because the seed should be casting some shadow. Dahil, di ba, dome yung seed mo here. So, I'm just adding more green here around. Okay? Then I'm just gonna blend that up. Like that. Okay? We're just gonna blend it a bit. Para then again, hindi siya masyadong sharp. There. So see here, I'll bring it closer ha. There. So medyo ganyan siya. Okay? So may part na medyo dark. Basa lang to ha. May part na dark and then may part na light yung color ng seed. Just to show some unevenness dun sa circle para mas organic looking siya. Okay? You can follow that or you can choose to color your seed flat brown. It's totally fine. After all, this is your art. Okay? There. So I'm gonna add more because I still find that this is too light. So ito na yung part ng painting guys na kayo na magde-decide if you still want to add more color. Okay? If you feel that your seed is already dark, then you don't need to do anything na. Ako, nagdadagdag lang uli ako. Kasi masyado pang light yung seed ko. There. Okay? If you're done with this part, let me know. But I just want to add more shadow around the avocado. Okay? Gusto ko lang siya lagyan ng shadow. So to make shadow, I mix the brown, right? So with green and then some red. So to make the, ay, masyadong red. Wait lang. Let me just add more green here. So I add, use your brown, but this time, add more blue. Until you achieve yung kulay na medyo gray. Okay? So here, I'm just adding blue to my brown. So if you have gray, you can use that naman, but I really prefer mixing my colors from the same colors that I've used, just to make the painting harmonious, okay? So if you notice, I love mixing. I love using limited palette lang. I don't use too many colors on my painting. So you can also do the same because you can practice mixing color with that technique. And then I'm just gonna swipe some colors here para lang may shadow siya. Okay? Yan. So may shadow lang na nakakast. See? Avocado. And then here's the fun part, guys. And it's up to you if you want to do this. So I'm grabbing green. And I'm actually adding some green in the shadow. For parang sort of juicy effect lang. Parang tumapon yung green doon sa shadow niya. Like that. See here? Ayan, parang tumapon yung greenness na avocado doon sa shadow. So you can do that also. If you don't want to do that, it's totally fine. And then what I will do further, a sort of artistic expression, is to actually spatter it with more green. Here. Just like what I'm doing. So again, yung pag-spatter, ganyan lang siya. Oh. See? So I'm grabbing green from my palette and then just spattering everything. And now you have a sort of juicy avocado effect. If you like this, you can go ahead with the spotter. If you don't like this effect, then don't do it. It's totally fine. After all, this is again your art. Here, so this is my juicy avocado. And I hope you were able to follow along up to this part. Okay. So I can see some of yours spattering. Good. Someone speaking because I cannot hear you. Teka lang ha.
And stick it onto the top of your hand. The top of the blade goes on your palm.
Yay! I can see your work, Vaughn and Emma. Yay! I can see Arlene spattering. I'm excited to see your work. Okay, so Luis has also done the shadow part. Have you spotted, Luis? Oh yeah, I can see the spotter. Good job. Good job. Okay. So yes, Floribel, I can see your work. Okay. So siya naman nag-leak yung kanyang kulay, which is also another effect. Jovi, good job. Okay. Did you spatter? I cannot see the spotter though. Maybe they're too small. But good job on your avocado.
Believe how mean he is?
Si Ethan na lang and si Mami Lani. Were you able to follow along? Arlene, good job. I like your avocado. Very good. Si Ethan then, very good. Okay? Si Florida, yes, very good. Okay, Bon and Bon, I can see your work. Good job. Wow, nice, nice, nice. Good job, kids. So, we're done with avocado. Let's go back to your mangoes. Okay? So, medyo weird yung mango ko kanina. I apologize. Weird talaga siya. The paper wasn't cooperating with me. So, I want to go back to my mango because as you can see, it's too light. It doesn't look like a mango. It looks like a poor drawing of a mango. So, let me just fix my camera because, wait lang ha. Medyo naglolo ko yung Position ko lang konti. Okay? There. Okay, so okay, so I can my mango is looking like a strawberry with a long leaf. So what I'm gonna do is we'll go na to mango Floribel. let's proceed na to repainting our mango. So I want, for mango, I want to mix red and yellow again for orange. Okay, so I want to mix my orange and I want to paint this orange, this part here. Okay, so I'm using my red, my big brush na para mas less yung stroke. And then I'm gonna add more yellow to my orange and then drop that here sa part na to. Okay, here. There you go. And then
this thing could use a good stir. Getting ready for the party, are we? But I'm hungry now.
mag-a-add ako ng red here. There you go. So I want an ombre effect where you have your red here, orange, and then medyo yellow and green dito sa baba. Okay? So ganun yung gusto kong mangyari.
I'm gonna demolish these.
Okay? And let me know if you are able to follow along. So here, naglagay ako ng green and I am actually allowing it to mix with my orange. And then I'm gonna drop in some yellow in places malapit sa green. Just like that. To get that effect where it's actually mixing on its own. So I'm allowing the watercolors to mix on their own. Here. So ganito yung effect na gusto ko sana kanina using the other paper. Okay? So as you can see, the green is actually slowly melding or mixing with the yellow and orange. And then here, medyo reddish na siya. Here. Okay? So this is a success. Okay? Let me show you that again. So let's draw for Lani. Who is making the sound for children tutorial? I'm not sure. Okay. So here, let me just for Mommy Lani. Here. So pwede kang mag-draw ng mango using this your brush and here, yan. Here, uulitin ko lang yung process. Siguro, unmute na muna natin yung mga... unmute na lang muna natin yung mga... sorry, kasi nagkakaroon yata ng back ng sound. Ayan. So, na-mute ko na kayo lahat muna for now. Okay? So, here, for Lani, for Mami Lani, para lang makahabol. So I'm drawing the mango using my brush na, using the brush and the color yellow. And then while this is still wet, I'm gonna add some orange on it like that. See? So you can actually draw your mango without the pencil drawing. Here. Yan. Okay? So very quick actually sana tong yung painting ng mango. Nagloko lang talaga yung aking, see here? Then, nagloko lang yung aking paper kanina. So wet on wet, I am adding the green while the paint is still wet. Yung mga in-add ko na layers. So actually wet on wet lang to lahat. And then I'm adding again some reddish here. There. See, I didn't even need to draw. I just painted straight away yung mango ko. And then I'm gonna add orange here sa part na to. And then allowing the colors to meld or to blend on its own. There you go. May mango na ako uli. Iba lang yung orientation niya. Okay? So let me just draw while this is still wet, ayoko muna siyang galawin. Let me just draw the stem like that. See? And then I'm gonna draw in the leaf. There you go. See? Oh, nakabuo na ako ng isa pang mangga. Oh, if you want to paint the mango using just your brush, feel free to do that. Okay? So, right now, I'm just gonna fix my other leaf because kulang siya sa details. There. Yan. Here, okay na ako sa mango ko. Ayan, that's how you quickly draw or paint your mango. Okay? I'm just gonna add more green here kasi medyo light pa siya while the paint is still wet. And then I'm gonna add more yellow to my here para lang madagdagan siya. Okay. There you go. And then some red pa. Here. Para lang mag-darken yung kulay. But as you can see, the colors are still flowing because I'm allowing the paints to be mixed on the paper because the painting is still wet. There you go. So now I have painted my second photo. And I hope Mami Lani, your son is able to follow that.
Yes.
Ganun lang siya kadali. Yan. So done na tayo with mango. Okay na tayo proceed to watermelon. And can you guys show me your mango before we proceed to watermelon? Can you show me your mango for you to follow? Okay? Para maganda na tayo. Huwag na muna natin ito lagyan ng shadow kasi basa pa siya ha, yung second painting ko and then yung first painting ko basa pa din. Okay, good job, Bon. I can see your mango. How about the others? Were you able to paint your mango? Okay, good job, Ethan. Arlene, very good. Okay, let's see your work. Good job, Jovi. Okay. Sige. So, let's put this on the side muna para mag-dry siya kasi basa pa siya. I don't wanna put some muna dito, shadow, kasi masyado pa siyang basa. Kakalat kasi yung kulay. And let's proceed na to painting watermelon. Now, watermelon is as easy as painting the mango. Okay, so if you wanna draw it, pwede naman. So, pwedeng ganito lang, just a triangle. Here, triangle lang siya. And then, here, lalagyan nyo lang siya ng ganito. Tapos, here, ganyan. There. And take note, ilalighten natin dapat yung drawing natin. Okay? Yan lang. Yan na yung watermelon mo. Okay? So, it's a slice of watermelon. Okay? So, and then I'm gonna lighten this. Ay, nalagyan ng kulay. Wait lang. So, I'm gonna lighten this by rolling my kneadable eraser over it. Okay? Okay, like that. You can lighten your So, yung drawing part, for those lang na hindi pa ganun confident when it comes to drawing. Okay? Can you see my ba? Let me just fix my camera. And let me just bring that closer. Kasi parang okay, so medyo naglighten yung drawing. But here, ganito lang siya. It's a slice of watermelon lang. And I hope you were able to draw your watermelon. Just give me a thumbs up if you're done sketching your watermelon. Okay? Thumbs up lang if you're done. Okay. Good. Okay. So, for your watermelon, you only need red and green ulit. And then, a little bit of blue. Okay? So, let me just show you. Red, green, and blue lang. So, for the watermelon, you just wet muna yung triangle sa front. Okay? This part lang muna. Here. Here. I-wet nyo lang muna itong part na ito. Huwag muna itong side. Just this yellow, just front triangle lang muna. Yun lang muna yung babasahin mo. Medyo parang nakulayan siya, but this is just water. And then what I will do next is drop some red on my watermelon. Pero dito sa base. And look, see how the water is flowing towards the rest of the triangle like that. So I'm just dropping there. And watch how the colors just spread all the way to the apex where there is water. There you go. Now, if you want this to reach the apex of your apex yung pointed part ng ng triangle. Here, you just help your watercolor reach that section. Okay? There. Kasi the idea, the lightest part of your watermelon should be this part, and then this part here is darker in red. Okay? There you go. Yun lang. Ganun lang siya kadali. Okay? So, yan lang yung wet and wet technique. Now, for the base, I want you to grab your green. Again, I'm using sap green. And I'm just gonna mix it in my palette kasi I'm not sure if yeah. So may green ako. And then, there. I will paint this parang sa pizza, yung pinaka-base ng pizza. Here sa watermelon, yung pinaka-base mo. Here. There. And if you notice, doon lang ako nag-paint. Hindi ko pinaint yung ilalim ng red. Tapos dito din pala. Here. Yeah, here. Diyan lang ako maglalagay ng green. Okay? And then I will wash my brush with clean water. So now my brush is doesn't have color loaded on it. Water lang. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag the green pa ganon para lang mag-blend siya. Here. Ganyan lang. So this means that this part of the watermelon would have a transition where the red is slightly mixing with the green. There you go. Diba sa watermelon, medyo ganyan siya? There. See? Nakita niyo na yung effect? So, drinag ko lang. I just drag the color papunta dito using my wet brush. Okay? So, but now, this is too light for me. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add more green, pero dito lang sa gilid. Here. Sa pinaka-bottom lang ng watermelon. And look, because this is still wet, the color is flowing towards the red. Because this is still red, okay? So just like what you would observe in your watermelon. But this is too much, so I'm gonna lift some of the colors off this paper. There you go. And now I have dark green base ng watermelon and very light green lang right where it meets the red meat of your watermelon. Okay? So I hope you were able to get that. Later, we will add the seeds kapag dry na siya. Okay? So now, I want you to, if you've done this part na, you can also start wetting this, the side of your watermelon here. Ito, i-wet nyo lang siya. And look, nadadrag niya na yung red papunta doon. See? The watercolor is moving towards the side. Look at that. I don't even have to add red on my brush. And look, siya na yung gumawa ng sarili niyang boundary. There. That's how easy it is to, if you want to add more red, that's also okay. Pero you would want to add it here lang sa side na to. Oops, that's too strong. I'm gonna wet my brush with clean water. I'm just gonna do that. There. Yan. See, minimal painting lang yung brush strokes lang yung gagawin mo with your watermelon. There. I hope you were able to follow. So when you're done with your watermelon, just let me know so that we can already add the shadow part. We cannot add the seed yet because this is still wet. We can only add the seed once this painting is dry. And I will show you that after we've drawn the shadow. Okay? Okay, can I see your work, Jovi? Since you gave me a thumbs up. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay. So Joey is done with her watermelon. I can see Von's work also. Wow, it's still wet. I hope it doesn't drip downwards. Good job. So I can see Louis' work and also Ethan's done with their watermelon. Okay, so when you're done with your watermelon, don't touch it yet kasi medyo basa pa siya. So what you can do in the meantime is to add some shadow underneath. So I'm using the same gray that I mixed kanina. So gray again is just a mix of brown and blue. If you don't have brown, again, you can mix red and green to mix your brown. To create gray color. Okay, to have a gray color. So now that I've added my gray, I will add some red on the shadow just to show that some of the reddish juice of watermelon has flown on the surface. There. Just to make it appear a little bit juicy. Okay? There. Okay? Mamaya we'll do some spattering, but I want this to be dry kasi because we're gonna add some seeds on it. Okay? So we're not gonna spatter just yet. Okay? So give me a thumbs up when you're done with the shadow part, or at least have completed at this point your watermelon sans the seeds. Okay, so Ethan is done with his watermelon. Okay, yes, good job. Okay, how about Vaughn and the rest? So if your painting is dry, that's the only time that you can add your seeds. Okay, good job, Jovi. I can see your work and I can also see your shadow. Okay, so you can lighten your shadow actually by lifting the colors off by a clean wet brush. If you think that your shadow is too dark. Okay, and then later we'll take a photo of your artworks and then post it sa group para the others can see how you did it. Okay, your artworks. Okay, so this painting is already dry. So how do you add seed? Let me just give you a tawag dito, parang a way of painting the seed. Okay, let me just draw that using my brush. So what I will do is actually for the seed, I'm gonna mix some sort of violet color using, wait lang ha, using red and blue. Okay, I'm gonna use red and blue. Oops, that's too strong. Okay, so this is my red and then I'm gonna add some blue on it. So medyo violet siya. Violet. There. Here. So medyo violet siya. And then I will add a little bit of brown on this. Okay? Okay. There. Okay. And then add some blue again para hindi naman siya masyadong light. Add some red. Okay? So parang medyo violet na medyo neutral. May konti siyang brown. Something like this. This is how I'm gonna do my watermelon seed. So let me just show you a bigger version of that seed. It's like this lang ha. Follow the brush stroke ha. It's like this lang. So oval siya, right? Ganyan lang. There. Ganyan lang siya. Okay, again, let me show you using your brush. Ganito lang gagawin nyo. Flat. Parang teardrop. Gagawa lang kayo ng teardrop. There. That's how you're gonna do it, ha? Okay, so maglalagay tayo randomly ng seeds in your watermelon. It's up to you kung paano nyo i-distribute yung seed, paano nyo i-distribute in your painting, but so long as may mga seeds dyan, then mas convincing na watermelon na siya, okay? There you go. So may seeds na yung aking watermelon. Yes, you have a question?
What
You're raising your hand?
color did you use for the seeds again?
I can't hear you though.
What colors did you use for the seeds again?
What color for?
The seeds?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Teka lang, ha?
What colors Did you use for the seeds pa?
For the seeds, it's just red, blue, and a little bit of brown. Because we
Thank
don't want the
you.
seed to appear violet. It's something like muted version of violet. Okay, so it's like this here. So it's a combination of red, blue, and a little bit of brown.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if you don't have brown, you can mix your own brown using red and green. Okay, so let me repeat the seed, ha. I mix red, blue, and a little bit of brown. So I'm giving emphasis on a little bit because you only need a little bit of brown for this color. Here, and then I'm just adding some brown on it. Just to make it muted, para hindi siya violet na violet here. And then the way to draw the seed is using your brush is just like painting a teardrop like that. Okay? Yan lang. Ganyan lang yung seed niyo. Okay, good job, Luis. I can see you're nicely drawn, nicely painted. Watermelon. Good job. There. So I added more seeds on my watermelon. Okay? You can also add the sides, but I'm not gonna do that on my artwork because I need to darken the side of this part of my watermelon. Okay? Kasi masyado pa siyang light. Here, but if you're happy with your watermelon, no need to do this part. Ako lang hindi ako happy sa kanya. Ayan. So, in-edit ko lang siya. Okay? So, when you're done with your watercolor, what do we do next? We spatter. Okay? So, how do we spatter? We just get a mix of red. Or red lang actually. You just dilute it with water. It's like what I'm doing now here. So, I'm just gonna dilute some water in. I'm just gonna add some water to dilute it. And then I'm gonna just spatter it around. Here. There. And now I have a juicy looking watermelon. Okay? Yan. So juicy na yung watermelon ko. Okay? Very good. Luis, I can see your work. Okay? Good job, Vaughn. Did you just spatter on your watermelon? Or do you just left it alone? Because that's also okay. So I'm bringing back my mango because now it has dried. I'm just gonna add some shadow underneath my mango, okay? There. Para lang hindi naman siya nagmumukhang floating on floating on space, okay? So I'm just gonna add some shadow elements on my 2 mangoes. And then what I will do, I will get my original orange color. You can mix your own orange again using red and yellow. I'm just gonna add some in the shadow section just to make it appear a little juicy. Because that's the idea, right? We're painting juicy mango, juicy fruits. And then I'm just gonna spatter again. There. Just to add some surface and some artistic expression on our mango. And there you have it. Now I have juicy mango painting. So let me just put my other paintings here para makita ninyo. This is the avocado right here. There. Okay, so this is my avocado, this is my watermelon, and this is my mango. And these are my 2 mangoes. There you have it. Okay,